Today we have a lot of work to do, so I was really taking the past few days, maybe even a week by now, to sit back and just look at the map and think, alright bro, what's wrong with this? What's going on? And how can you fix it? What don't you like about it? Because there's just been something screaming at me saying, bro, change it. And here's the two things. So this factory I made on the live stream, I really liked it at the time, but as of now, I hate it. And I couldn't figure out why. And then I'm like, okay, it's just missing details. Cool. That's true, but not in the way I thought. So I was gonna add, you know, these number signs, maybe some vents, all that stuff, and add details and make it look good. But then I really got to thinking, why do I like the misguided shop so much for the game I'm trying to make? But when I look at the factory, it's not there for me. And then I realized, guys, I cannot forget that I'm basing this game off of Chicago. So I need to look up reference photos for a sort of abandoned Chicago factory. This whole map, I want to look. We're going to be deleting the factory and completely remaking it in today's video. And the other thing that I want to do is this. I've been fighting myself with it for a while now, and I measured it out today. It is 4 people tall. I think it would be a lot better if it was 2 people tall, and then that means, oh my gosh, whoops. That means we need to adjust all of the roads, and we need to cut down this. We need to cut it literally in half. Now, this is going to be a good thing because down here, the roads are only this high off of the grass, and up here, they're this high, and that has been bugging me for a while, so I'm happy that we could finally fix everything. We're going to delete all of the ramps going up, and now we're going to go to our terrain tool because this half is what we're going to do first. So editor, edit, and we are going to want to erode. We're going to use this, and let's kind of see. Does this work? Let's see. That's actually like the perfect height. So we actually want to use subtract. It's like quite a bit faster, and we are going to use this one as well. So let me just run through and do that real quick. Just on this side, so I could show you guys kind of the new height that we're going to be looking at. Go all the way over here. This is definitely going to take me a little bit of time, but I think it'll be wildly worth it. Guys, if you have any ideas for the dream game, please leave them in the comments below. I do want to make this game literally, I mean, everything I'm envisioning, plus things that you guys would like to see. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to try region. I haven't overly used these, but I think this will be about the height. I'm going to go ahead and delete it right now and see if it's the same height. Let me find somewhere where it matches up. Okay, we'll try this. So if we just click delete right here, it's close. I gotta say, we'll have to go down one more, but I think it moves on like a 2 scale or something. Like now it's quite a bit further under it, I think. I don't know, man. I guess if all of them match, it's not a big deal. So let's try to scale this in. Boom, bring it this way. And I'm gonna I think you could duplicate these. So let me try to copy, and then can I just move it? No, wait, hold on. that's not what I meant to do. All right, guys, we've chopped away half of all of this. As you can see, we're a bit lower to the ground now, and I most definitely missed some pieces when I was dragging this down. So I guess we'll have to kind of fix that up as well. We have a couple more right here that we need to line back up, and then we're going to be able to remove this grass. My friend RoboCrafter has made a new plugin that's going to make this way easier. Now, guys, you can't judge it too hard. His English is not the best, but basically, without this plugin, you would need to go into your terrain tool or your editor here, edit, paint, and then the grass that's on the road, you would need to make leafy grass and then paint it. Now, this is fine if you want to take a lot of time, but as you can see, it's not exactly perfect. Right here's real close to the road, right here gets kind of far. It is what it is. Check this out, guys. Plugins by RoboCrafter, Grass Fixer. Now, like I said, his English is not the greatest out of anyone, but it's all good. The plugin is still very very helpful. So right here, select a material for grass to going to changed. Anyways, what do you want the grass to turn into if it's under a part? We want leafy grass, and check this out. You see all this grass on all our roads right here. If we just click fix all and give it a second, watch this, guys. Come on, come on. There we go. It's starting to delete. There we go. And now the whole game will have no grass on the roads, and everything is pretty perfectly spaced from the roads, which is just super nice. So now that we have the roads back down to a normal level, we can bring our misguided shop back down to put that where it goes. Let's see. Looks like we need to go down just one time. Right there looks good to me. And then our park as well. We can drag that down, put it back down here where it goes. I think I'm gonna have to delete the fences for the park. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a moment. So they're kind of like awkward since the shape of the park is so like just not not that. Anyways, we can erode this grass away, not the toolbox. Let's just subtract. We'll go with this, and I just want to do that in this center circle, which will reveal the mulch that I had for the playground. Perfect. Now it's finally time to move on to the factory, and guys, I hate to do it, but I'm going to grab all of this and I'm just gonna group it all together and throw it somewhere else, because I have a whole new idea and it's gonna fit the vibe of the game so much better. I need to keep in mind that I'm not building modern. I'm trying to build a Chicago type scene. So let's see if that's everything. Almost. We'll grab this. All right, and now we have a couple of these. Oh man, I have to re-grab all of this stuff. All right, I believe that's everything. Yep, let's group that together and we're just gonna send it under the map for now. These as well, I need to remake because they look too low poly for the realism that I'm going for this game. And we can delete this stuff for now as well. We'll keep these because I don't think they really mess anything up. Let's move these to over here. And now let's get on to this factory, man. I'm gonna have this part filling up the entirety of this spot. There we go. And I'm not gonna use the plugin to fix the grass right here because it would just it would take longer than actually just painting, because it's just roads. We don't have to worry about if anything's even. We just kind of scribble over it and we're good to go. So now the factory, guys. We're not gonna go a nice modern metal factory. We're gonna make this brick, just like the misguided shop, and it's gonna look magnificent. Let me get a little block out done, just so you guys can kind of see the vision I'm going for, and then I'll be back. All right, guys. So I did take these from the old factory because there's nothing wrong with them, and I really do like the way they turned out. I will have to change around some materials and stuff, but I don't think that will be a big problem. Here's the block out of the new factory. Definitely gonna have a lot more depth to it, and just overall look better, honestly. Let's go ahead and grab everything and change it to like brick. Now I am gonna lock down all of these parts, the road and the sidewalk, just because it will make it quite a bit easier for me to be able to grab all of the factory pieces. All right, now that we have all of those, we're going to deselect each of these little bays, and I'm gonna group this and just call it base factory. So now that we have every factory part selected, we're gonna change these to brick, of course, just like that. And we want to go with sort of a red, maybe like that's a bit too harsh. Let's go a little towards the orange. I'm thinking kind of faded though, older, more red, fade. I don't think that looks too bad. So for now, that's what we're gonna keep. Now to add more of the decoration to this building, and yes, these are sort of out on purpose. It was definitely meant to be that way. Anyways, to add a bit more design to the building, let's go ahead, duplicate this. We're gonna move it up, probably 0.5, I think is what we're on. So let's do that. Now we're gonna change this from brick to concrete and change this to a nice gray. Something like that looks pretty good to me. We will, of course, duplicate this and throw it on the top as well. We're gonna have to change our movements. Let's go 0.125. That's the smallest movement you can do on Roblox. That is actually like still an increment. So yes, we're all good there. I'm gonna build this whole window and then we'll just be able to duplicate it to all of the same sized ones. Of course, these side ones have a little bit different of a shape, and then so do these on each side of the building. All right, guys, so here is the window design. I think it's pretty all right. We got some squares and some others kind of rectangular-ish. I think it's pretty decent. So I'm gonna copy and paste this to all of these, and then I'm gonna edit each window. So some are broken, some look a little bit different, maybe have a little different glass, just other ways to add a lot more depth and variation to this build build. Anyways, it's copy and paste time. Guys, I genuinely don't know where I ended the video or like said I'd be back at. It's like 2 in the morning and I just got carried away, sort of building away and making some stuff here. So I think we've been doing pretty good, but we definitely need to make this look a little more old. So to start things off, everything that's metal down here, I want to see how corroded metal looks. Now, it might be awesome, it might be bad. It's rough, to say the least. It might just be the color of it. Maybe more of a brown color. Ooh, I think that's actually quite a bit better. So brown corroded metal versus this. I think this will give an older vibe, which is sort of what I'm going for. So we're gonna switch all of these over. All right, that is genuinely not too bad. Now, I think I'm gonna try to make some sort of like old wooden board. Like, you know what I'm talking about, to board over some of the windows. I think that would add a little bit more depth or substance to this build. I barely know what to call it, but just more stuff that will add like character, I guess. Now, so far, I think this is actually looking a lot better than the old factory. I've also stretched out one of these textures to put over the ground, just so it gives that more, I guess we don't want it over the sidewalk, but just so it gives that more used and older look. Definitely think it helps out quite a bit. Now, I'm gonna grab the entirety of the factory, just like this, deselect our ground, which is going to be quite a hassle, actually. Let's see, we do not have that piece, and now we just don't need to have our ground. It's just not letting us unselect it. Awesome. So I'm gonna grab our streetwear here. There we go. And now I can just grab all of this, not the dummy. We're gonna group this together with Control G, factory. There we go. Let's stretch this back out to cover the parking lot a little bit more. And now let's add some light poles and maybe a fence around it. That might help. All right, guys, I just hopped into Blender and made these 2 light posts. I think I'm gonna make one more variation that has this on all 4 sides. So ideally, I could grab just this section and kind of duplicate them. I don't know the best way to do it, but it's gonna be okay. Let's apply our mirror and then our subdivision surface. And now we have this wireframe mode. We can select all of those and all of these. Make sure we go all the way down to the post. As you can see, we are missing this set here and this set. We're gonna do Shift D, go to our top view right here, R90, and let's see how those kind of blend in. Yeah, literally perfect. I like that. So we have every rendition of our light pole here. We need to apply our mirror, then our subdivision surface, and right here, apply our subdivision surface. We might just be able to grab them. Yes, we can. I didn't know, since I did Shift D to duplicate the faces beforehand, if it would mess anything up, but we're gonna do P in selection. There we go. And boom, just like that, we've got our lights in with some little beams on them. Might have went a little overkill with the quad light. If you guys think so, let me know in the comments down below so I can change it to maybe the duo light. I think this one would be a lot better for the parking lot, especially if we want to do the beams on them. But for now, we'll keep it at the quad light. One last thing that I want to do in this video, and yes, I know it's a long one, so sorry to the editor, but appreciate you guys if you're still here. I want to work on some colors. So the grass color still gives off that low poly cartoon vibe, and I definitely need to work on that. So we're going to choose a new color right now. All right, so right now our grass is kind of on the brighter, vibrant side, which is always nice in my opinion, but we are going to darken it up with a small yellow tint as well. We need to do that to the leafy grass too, just to make sure that they match, and already it's got a realer vibe to it, so I'll take it. And now, I think, I'm not the best with lighting, and I know this, but I think I need to redo it. We don't have anything in here, and all of this stuff, well, I should probably try to work on it a little. All right, so first things first, our ambient color, we're gonna make similar to our sky colors. So we're just gonna pick screen color, and as you can see, you know, I actually kind of like this like reddish color, but it doesn't make sense. We're gonna go, boom, click on our sky, and okay. That will be our ambient. on. Now for brightness, I'm gonna go like 4. Let's do 4. Definitely keep that up there. Our color shift top, we want to have like a yellow orange for like a sunshine type thing. We're gonna go here for now. I'd imagine I'll be asking for some help on the lighting later on. I'm not gonna lie. Let's put this at 1 just because why not? And this, I don't even know what this does. Never even knew it was a thing. Oh snap, what is that? Does it just make things more glossy, more of a reflectant? 1 versus 9. I see no difference. Oh, 1 is the top. Okay, so yes, it just definitely makes things quite a bit more glossy. Now guys, we're about to get into the zones that I have zero idea what I'm doing. So let's insert some objects here. Let's do a blur, which may or may, oh my gosh, hold on buddy. Does that only affect way far away stuff? We're gonna have this at 1 so it's barely noticeable. Might change that later. Let's go ahead and add in sun rays. Boom. Where's our sun? Oh my gosh, it's cool. I don't know, it seems intense though. Let's kind of tone that back a little bit, and I don't think its spread needs to be like all the way at 1. We're gonna go like right here for now. That's pretty sick. I'm going to kind of hit up somebody who is just really good at lighting. Should have it done by the next video. Anyways, I think that's finally gonna wrap it up for today's. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.